welcome back to my channel, or if you're new and just tuning in, hello and welcome. I have a topic for you guys that I hope you guys take to heart. If you know anybody that has been through this, if you know anybody that has struggled with this or is going through it currently or has gone through it and you have similar experiences, if you've gone through it yourself, just anybody in general that I could help would be fantastic, or just to let you know that you are not alone. This is not about depression, because I know a lot of people think You're Not Alone is about depression, but it's not. This video is about doctors, to say the least. It is about the healthcare system, doctors being mistreated. So, on my early years of being a kid, where I can remember going to the doctors, it started probably in maybe junior high or high school, where I started getting comments from the doctors saying, if you lose weight, you won't have problems with this. And I know a lot of people in their lives have heard that. And at that point in my life, I wasn't overweight. The BMI scale, in my opinion, is completely out of whack to a degree. Beauty is not a standard. It shouldn't be a standard, a certain standard. You should not hold your ideals from magazines, from catalogs, from TV, all of these different things. They go through extreme amounts of pressure, extreme amounts of exercise, dieting. They have personal trainers. They have people that regulate their food, like meal prep for them even. They have lots of different resources as models, as TV stars, as movie stars. So for a normal person, this is a problem. To have that same stereotype of you need to be stick thin, because most people are not stick thin, and that is 100% okay. Most people aren't even a normal weight, and that is still okay. As long as you are healthy, in my opinion, and this is an opinion, so it's not something that needs to be a big deal as far as, health goes. In my opinion, if you are healthy, as in you don't have any health problems currently, or you have a very few minimum, and the few that you do have are maybe uncontrollable, as far as like an autoimmune disease, things like that. If you are healthy, at any weight, you are 100% perfect. This has taken me millions and millions of hours of thinking about it, and research, and having the wrong standards, and many other things to get my head wrapped around that. You are perfect so long as you are healthy. I am not healthy. I obviously have had issues in the past, and still do, with thinking that I am perfect, or as perfect as a human can be. I say perfect, but I mean that you are 100% okay to be you, and be a bigger weight, and be happy with that, and look beautiful, and feel beautiful. I am overweight. In the classification of a doctor, in the classification of the BMI scale, in the classification of looking at myself, I'm overweight. I have many health concerns, but half of the health concerns that I have started at a young age, when I was still healthy, as far as my weight. I have a problem with doctors saying that everything is reliant on your weight at this day and age. Sorry, let me readjust. I have back problems because of my weight. Well, not because of my weight, but they told me all the time that it was because of my weight, all my problems. So that is just where I go. That I have trouble thinking that and unlearning it. 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to check the time. I've always had trouble with thinking that everything is about my weight and being overweight and thinking I wasn't beautiful, thinking I didn't deserve a boyfriend because I wasn't small enough. All of these problems, these things that shouldn't have been concerns for a young child to deal with, shouldn't be concerns for a young woman at all, or any woman to deal with. You should not have to rely on any set standard for what is beautiful, as long as you feel beautiful and as long as you want to be beautiful and you feel it. You don't have to rely on what other people think to make you feel beautiful. I know that it is so much easier to feel beautiful when other people are telling you you're beautiful and when you hit those standards and people think you are, because that's a set standard. But that isn't what beauty is, at least not to me. And I know that this is a touchy subject and a lot of people have different opinions on it. So if you do have a different opinion, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear any concerns that anyone has. And I would love to educate myself more. And if you have a valid opinion, well, all opinions are valid to have. However, research, if you have research behind your opinions, if you have fact-based opinions, I would love to hear them. I love to learn knowledge that is accurate on the internet, though, because a lot of knowledge on the internet is inaccurate, and is just outdated, to say the least. So back to me and my health problems. It started with high heart rate as a kid. I've had high heart rate since I was younger than 10. I was not overweight at the time. I was actually fairly skinny. I do have pictures. Maybe I can plug them in. Here, let me plug some in. So I have pictures of when I was smaller at a younger age. And just over time, I always thought I was overweight because the doctors would say if you lost weight, you wouldn't have hypertension and tachycardia. If you lost weight, you wouldn't have prediabetes and certain health things, like sometimes diabetes, sometimes high heart rate, sometimes high cholesterol, sometimes high blood pressure. Sometimes it is partially because of weight. But to tell a child that is just wrong. And I was told that half my life. And it's what I came to believe. I thought I was ugly. People told me I was ugly. Doctors told me that I was overweight. I thought my weight relied on making my beauty standards. You know, I thought that, you know, if I'm not skinny, I'm not pretty, I'm ugly, nobody's going to want to date me, all of that stuff. And it's just depressing to see that everybody thinks that now. And then the filters you add onto your face and the makeup you add onto your face, even I do that. I do enjoy makeup for personal reasons. I just enjoy putting it on my face and trying new looks. I'm not doing it because I want to make myself feel prettier to an audience. I have plenty of videos previous to this one that I'm not wearing makeup in at all. Hair's up, ragtied, nasty, you know, just not dressed up or anything. And I mean, I'm not dressed up now. I'm just in a tank top and some pants. But I think you get what I'm saying, is that you don't have to rely on the beauty standards that are set to feel beautiful. And we can break that if we all talk about it. And I think it's, for me, I'm on a weight loss journey now. Only because of my health problems, though. It used to be, I wanted this surgery for a long time. It's a gastric bypass surgery. It bypasses part of the stomach to help you lose weight. It is not a, I've had the surgery, now I've lost a ton of weight, one and done thing. You have to actually try your hardest to keep the weight off. You will lose weight quickly, yes, because you're not allowed to eat anything coming out of surgery besides broth and water for days. Then you move to liquid diet. You can only have liquids. You can have soft foods after that. Like, I'm talking mashed potatoes, and that's about it. But you have to have protein in that, so you got to get a protein powder. Otherwise, you can not get enough nutrients. You can also have dehydration problems if you don't drink enough water, which if you try to gulp your water, you end up with problems because you can't gulp anymore. You have to take small sips periodically throughout the day in enough amount to get your water intake. If you don't do that, you get dehydrated. Then you're in the hospital getting fluids into you and getting blood transfusions. If you don't have enough vitamins in you, you have to take vitamins every day for the rest of your life. You have to take certain things, sometimes iron, for the rest of your life. You cannot take NSAIDs anymore, so anti-inflammation drugs, nada. You cannot take ibuprofen. You cannot take, I don't know if you can take Advil. You can take Tylenol, but you can't take a ton of different drugs. There's a prescription drug called meloxicam. You can't take that. There are several other, probably, that I don't even know about, that you can no longer take. You have to learn all of this before you take it, do the surgery. You have to take 6 classes before you can have the surgery. The first one is with the medical group that you choose. The second through 5th is with a different group. It's a dietitian. And then the last class is with your doctor. And if you don't take them consecutively in months, you have to start over. It's a long process, is what I'm getting at. It's not an easy path whatsoever. But for me, it is my option. I have tried dieting. Doesn't work. I revert. There's a reason I revert. It's because your set point is changing. You have a set point in your body, in your stomach, where you feel satisfied that you have enough nutrients. It can expand over time. And because of the way people eat now, the amount of fast food there is, the types of food there are in the world, especially easily accessible and cheap, people have become more and more overweight. And I'm a victim to that. And several other people are a victim to that. And it's not anything we did wrong. It's just something that has happened periodically over time, and we've gotten bigger. And now our only option is in order to get that set point changed, we have to teach our body that it's changed. And you can say it in your mind. You can say you want to lose weight in your mind, and it's not the same thing. It doesn't reach your stomach. You have to actually cut out part of your stomach, your body, to get the results that you need. And so that's what I am doing. I did not make this decision out of wanting to lose weight to be pretty. I used to. I had wanted the surgery for several years, just wanting to be skinny so I can be pretty, so I can get a boyfriend, marry somebody, have an easier life. I do want to lose weight to be able to do the activities I love. But it is It is my health that motivates me. It is because I don't want the high heart rate anymore if I can get rid of it. The diabetes, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, high cholesterol, my back problems, my knee problems. I have a torn meniscus. The amount of weight on my body has worn and torn on my knees and on my back. I have osteoarthritis in both knees, as well as a torn meniscus in the left knee. I have degenerative disc disease in my back, as well as stenosis in several areas. All of these things are slightly caused by my weight. They can be caused by other things as well, which is why I'm getting testing done, finally, with a doctor who understands, who listens. But it took several people to get to this. And I just got this doctor last week. I still can't guarantee there's going to be any action. She was able to get me a med that my last doctor wasn't able to get. That is all I believe in so far. The rest, we will see. I have learned to not trust doctors until they've proven themselves now. I am on top of doctors all the time, messaging them if I don't get what I'm needing. They think I'm needy. They think that I'm too much. They end up kicking me out of their office sometimes because I'm asking the tough questions and I'm asking why they're doing the things that they're doing and why insurance won't approve things, and finding out for my health why these things aren't medically necessary, because they should be, because I'm dying technically, literally. My body is degenerating. My back is degenerating. My spine. That's important. I don't want to become paralyzed. I don't want to not be able to walk. So I'm doing this. And I don't think I need to explain why I'm doing this for the purpose of teaching people why I'm doing it, as far as like getting people's approval. But I want to let other people know that I'm in the same boat possibly as you, or a similar boat. And it is okay to do that for your health. And it is okay not to do that for your health if you choose not to. There are many other options that you can choose. There are different types of bariatric surgery you can do. But I wanted to do this video to basically talk mostly about doctors and how they treat you, and that you are not alone if you deal with that. I will be there for you if you have questions, if you want to talk about things, if you want to ask me about my journey on the way, because I will probably be posting more videos and you will see a weight change once I finally have the surgery. Please do. And I wanted to let you know that this is something that I am doing, so you can reach out to me if you want to. And just so I can spread awareness at the very least, and to let you know that if you don't have a doctor that's giving you what you need to keep going and get a different doctor. If you're on Calviva, you can request a new doctor once a month. Literally, it is more difficult than others to change doctors. Some plans for insurance you can change any day. Like with Kaiser, I used to have Kaiser. I could change doctors the next day if I wanted to, and it was easier to get into an urgent care. It was easier to do a lot of things, but there are a lot of things that Calviva doesn't cover, and therefore insurance takes longer. Sorry about that. My mom came home, but I just wanted to give people the opportunity to have a forum to talk about it, to feel open to talk about it, and to know that there are other people going through it. My cat says hello. Really, she doesn't. She's like, why are you picking me up? But she loves to lay on my lap. She's on my lap right now. And just to let you know that you can do this. And if you don't have the right doctor, you can get someone eventually. It might take years. I can't guarantee you how long it'll take. You could get lucky and get a good doctor right away. You could already have a good doctor. But fight for what you want, because it is important. And don't let doctors tell you that your weight is the cause of all your problems. Ask for tests. Ask for things to be done to find out for sure. Do not let a doctor tell you that it is just because of weight, because not everything is reliant on your weight, and not everything is solely because of your weight. I have a weight problem, yes, but do I have other health issues that could be caused by a million things? Also, yes. And you need to find out if it is those things, because you could have cancer and not know it. My aunt had cancer and she didn't know she had cancer because they wouldn't test for it because they said she was overweight and that was her problems. And then she went in saying she lost an excessive amount of weight, and they were like, oh, that's good. Instead of, why'd you lose an excess amount of weight so quickly? It was very quickly. And it turns out she had stage 4 cancer by the time they found it. So do what you need to do to get where you need to be with your doctors, because you could end up regretting it, and your family could be left without it, without you. And I know that's really depressing to talk about, but I'm here to talk about it. You know, these things happen, and it isn't okay for your doctor to treat you wrongly and for them to A, get away with it, but B, you not to get your treatment because you're scared that changing doctors won't get you anywhere. Because I was scared for a long time, and now I finally have this surgery coming up, and if that doesn't fix my knee and my back problems, then I can have surgery for those. Well, at least for my knee, because I have a torn meniscus. I got my new doctor to give me a referral to a knee surgeon immediately, which took me a year just to get my last doctor to even think about it. So, because we got MRIs first, and then she sent me to a orthopedic doctor, but it wasn't for surgery. It was for physical therapy. We tried that, didn't work. Then I asked her to refer me to not to a neurosurgeon, to an orthopedic surgeon, and she wouldn't do that. She just didn't do it. And then she had proof that I had a torn meniscus. So there are a million different things that could be going on in your body. If something feels wrong, tell somebody. And if they don't listen, tell somebody else. Because there'll be somebody who listens eventually. Be like, no, I know I have weight problems, but that isn't it. There's something going on, and I would like to be tested. And tell them if you have to. If you can't get this done, I'll go higher up. I'll go to your superior. I need this for my sanity and making sure that nothing else is severely wrong with me, at the very least. It's my insurance. It's what I paid for. And even if you're on free health care, you paid your taxes and your dues to get free health care. You deserve it now, when you're not able to afford it. You deserve it at all points of your life. So that is my 2 cents and my piece on it. I, again, welcome comments and discussion on it. I will not take any bullying or arguing. I will just delete the comment if it is getting rowdy or just inappropriate in any way. But it is a place where you can feel safe to talk in a adult and professional manner. To an extent, obviously. I will not accept people being rude to other people, to myself. That is not okay. That is not what my channel or my page is about. That is not what I feel anyone should be doing. But I am open to discuss things, even if I don't agree with those things. It just can't get to where people are saying negative things to you because of your beliefs. That is where I draw the line. All right, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to comment if you did have any questions. You can scroll back if you had a specific part of the video that resonated with you and you wanted to remember what you were going to write in the comments. And if not, and this video isn't for you, I have several other types of videos, makeup videos, Ulta hauls, hauls in general. I talk about the books I've read sometimes. I do video games sometimes, makeup try-ons sometimes, Ipsy bag unboxings sometimes. I do lots of random things. I will talk about my health more a little bit with you guys. I'll talk about things in specific that have happened in my life that are experiences I take with me and learn from, and hopefully something on my channel resonates with you. And if not, I wish you peace and love, and I will see you in my next video, or I won't. Bye.